What's up, guys? This is Anthony from Hawkeye Rides. I'm here today at BMW in Wesley Chapel. Phil has given us this 2020 BMW M2 CS Coupe. MSRP, $83,600. This one today, $85,145. Underneath this carbon fiber composite hood, a 3.0 liter straight six twin turbo off of your M4 engine. They didn't play when they came with this one. 444 horsepower, 406 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in this, 3.8 seconds. Top speed at 174 miles per hour. New for the M2, added adaptive suspension, available carbon ceramic brakes. This is your racetrack worthy and your daily driver. We're gonna go over all the specs and details, starting now. BMW has added carbon fiber all over the vehicle, and they did this to lower the weight because of the added engine and the suspension to this model. Carbon fiber composite hood is set on this. BMW says that this will lower the weight about half of a regular steel hood, and you have the opening area here that dissipates the heat, which is really nice. It just sets a nice aesthetic look, and the aerodynamic lines that flow through it, just a really nice pop. Added splitter down here with more carbon fiber, so that way, even though they've added it, they didn't add that much weight. It gives a really nice width and stance at 62.2 inches wide. The kidney grille blacked out mimic the competition package, but this vehicle is so much more than a competition package. It's very unique and special. The height at 55.7 inches. You can get a 7-speed dual clutch transmission for another $2,900, but the setup we have today is not only track worthy, but your everyday vehicle. Set with 19-inch MY spoke wheels. These are lightweight. This is in your matte gold. You can get a jet black. However, with the matte gold, I think it really stresses the CS because you don't have anything on the side that says CS. The length at 175.6 inches with the wheelbase at 106 inches. These tires are high performance. This is your Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 Series. So you're ready for the track. Sports Tune adaptive suspension, limited slip differential. The roof, this is an M-spec carbon fiber roof line. The reason why? Obviously lowering the weight again, giving you a lower center of gravity as well. So it's going to be a bit more of a rigid, timid type feel. However, still a daily driven vehicle. I like how the lines flow out and push the rear. Flaring these fenders just really sets a nice aesthetic look to it. Carbon fiber spoiler, which is bigger, and just the way the line structure is, you can see the aerodynamics all the way from the front to the rear. Did an excellent job with this CS. New diffuser implemented in the center of this carbon fiber that just covers your 4 exhaust tips, which is really nice and aggressive. M-gills, M-spec bumper, obviously, with your LED brake lights. We're going to go to the exhaust after we go into the cargo at 13.8 cubic feet. You can put the back seats down so you get a little bit more storage space, and your battery will be in the trunk. Now we're going to start this M2 CS. Give it some revs. Such a unique vehicle. As the proportions on any angle that you look at the vehicle, it just really gives a super muscular, and it's a modern look too, and that's what BMW is doing. They're giving you the luxury and that sport flair, everything blacked out, otherwise carbon fiber components are added. So it just shows you how much engineering and how much effort they're putting to give you the ultimate driving machine. Let me know in the comments what you think about the exterior of this 2020 BMW M2 CS. As we go into the interior, take off the plastic to show you what it looks like, go over the tech, and take this for our test drive. I have to unwrap it a little bit so we can kind of go over some of the details, starting off with the plastics. We got to take off the door pieces. This is what you get when you get a brand new vehicle. It's going to be fully taken care of, all wrapped up. You just got to take off some of the compartments in order to show it on the review. Entering inside this M2 CS, and it's going to have a lot of Alcantara all over the vehicle. Carbon fiber, which we'll go over, 40.1 inches of headspace, 41.5 inches of leg space, which is quite a bit for a coupe and a sports car. It's awesome that somebody that's 6'3" and even taller can fit in a vehicle like this. The reason why I say that is, for me, it's a little difficult to fit in some of the sports vehicles. It's not in this particular one. In the center, what they have done is they removed all the plastic components they could, made it a full carbon fiber centerpiece, Alcantara all over it, and some leather upholstery to finish it off. I do like the setup. You got your USB ports here. I don't like how this side here is a little bit lower than the door panel side. It is soft textures. It's going to be obviously hard here because of the carbon fiber. 2 cup holders and a 12-volt charger. You can close that up if you don't want to see it. Dual climate control, heated front seats. You have your pinch, and you got your swipe for your infotainment screen. Apple CarPlay, the iDrive system is very easy. The CS badging on the Alcantara on the passenger side makes a nice little pop. The steering wheel, this is M-Spec, Alcantara over the whole steering wheel. You got the 12 o'clock badging, which is perforated. I like the M badging. You got the M1 and M2. If you go into M2, it's going to turn off all the safety settings and it's ready for the track. I do like that it's a little bit more meaty. Kind of feels like they wrapped the Alcantara over the leather the way it sits, but it does have a nice firm sit, and because of the way it is, you're not going to slide if you're taking any corners. Very nice stitch work the way they did it. The gauge cluster, standard tachometer, odometer, 180 miles per hour. Again, the top speed is almost exactly at that in this twin turbo, which is crazy. Sitting in and looking out through the hood, you can see everything really visible. Upgraded Harman Kardon stereo system, carbon fiber on the grab handle. This is more of an aesthetic look. However, it's still going to kind of lower some weight because otherwise it would be more plastic added. So this is a little bit lighter. On the door panel, it's a little hard on the top texture. Then you get a little bit more soft Alcantara in between, and you got that red contrast stitching. Storage, you could probably fit 4 to 6 16.9 ounce water bottles, which is great for this 4-seat coupe. M-Spec seats with the M badging in it, 12-way power adjustments, manual cushion extensions, 4-way lumbar support. Let's check out the back seats. In the rear, 36.5 inches of headspace, 33 inches of leg space. I do like how they, again, lowering weight, cut out areas in the M seats. Really nice texture, and the reason why I like that is because in the back there's really no amenities. There's no center console. There's a little storage here, area for your arm. Because of the way they've structured everything, you don't have any claustrophobic feel, which is really good because this is a small wheelbase. You can also electronically move the front seat back and forth, which is also kind of cool because if it's too far back and the driver or passenger is irritating you, just push them up. So that way you get some more leg room. Going over the tech, hit the home button so we can see all the features we have in the vehicle. Click on My Vehicle Preference. When you click onto it, you can change everything. These are the modes we were talking about, the M1 and M2, which when you configure it, you can make it more sport derived, however you want. You can turn off traction control, things of that nature. Going into your M2, the same thing more or less that goes and applies, and that is located right here on the steering wheel. Another nice note is if you click this button here, so whatever's more important to you, you can just adjust it like that or however it is, or you can just leave it standard. So I do like the functionality on that. Going into the connected drive, this is for your concierge and your Amazon Alexa. You can also go through your news, online searches. It does have a lot of different settings in this particular app. And just clicking into your navigation, it'll go full screen to make it very easy. 444 horsepower. This is definitely a delight. Inline 6 twin turbo powered engine, which is insane for the size of this vehicle. It should just go ever so quick. 0 to 60 around 3.8 seconds. Visibility so far very easy. I can see pretty much everything. Even though the vehicle is low to the ground, I didn't scrape either, which is a nice little aspect to the vehicle, because when you're getting these lower to the ground vehicles, the first thing that you're worried about is speed bumps, going up and down, parking garages, things of that nature. You don't really have to worry. You can go around 5-10 miles per hour and not have any issues with it. One thing I will note is you can really feel when you need to change the gear in the car. The coupe structure of this car, it's really small, so it makes it really easy to see all around you. You don't have to worry about any blind spots. You don't really have anything like that. And as for the quietness and the feel with these tires, I think they did a good job adding the 19-inch wheels instead of going crazy like 20, 21s, because you're not going to feel so much of the ride. However, it's still going to have some of that ride feel because of the fact that these are sports wheels. Now, you don't get any dual pane windows. So as we get up to speed and drive this vehicle, we'll see how the air noise is. 444 horsepower, so this should definitely be a delight. We're gonna try to give her a little go, give it some throttle right now. Oh yeah. It is ready to rock and roll. Oh my God, it's ready to rock and roll. It drives really nice. I like the exhaust note. As for wind noise, you do hear a little bit of wind noise, a little bit more so than your average M vehicles, but it is masked really well, so I don't mind that. The seats, very comfortable. It doesn't feel like you're riding on the ground. Go now, let you guys see this CS. Oh yeah. It is insane. You get up to the speed so quick, you don't have to worry about anything. I really do like the way it feels. The shifts are super easy. It's just a really good setup. Brakes in the vehicle, really nice as well. You don't have to worry about anything in that perspective because you have enough meat. I'm gonna do a quick wrap around here so we can see it for what it's worth. Slow it down and give her some throttle. Oh yeah, red, green. Here we go. Some throttle. It's ready to go. It is super ready to go. I will say when you get to around 60 miles per hour, it does get a little bit more in the wind noise and the exhaust, but that's not a big deal. It does kind of slide a little bit. And driving the car on an everyday basis, something that you can do if you don't want to drive it too quick, do it at a 2-3 RPM so you get a little bit of that exhaust note, and it's a smooth transition. It still has the auto start stop feature, which I would disengage that personally because it's a manual car. You might think that you left it in gear or something, and I kind of like that it rides at a higher RPM because it just makes that twin turbo ready. It's already spooled up because you're already at a 2 RPM pretty much in any gear that you go in, because it's only 6 speed and it goes nearly 180 miles per hour. As for the comfort, it feels very good if you're just driving it normal. Driving it more aggressive, you will feel it, which is really a kind of pleasurable thing as well. We're gonna take this back to BMW of Wesley Chapel, go over the reverse camera and wrap this review up. Do have trajectory. I also like the fact that it has the X box, which basically means that that's your vehicle is going straight into that direction. And when you turn the wheel, I also like, if you're noticing, you can see the different wheel lines in it. You do have front and rear sensors. I'd like to thank Phil here at BMW of Wesley Chapel for giving us this 2020 BMW M2 CS for our car review. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Hawkeye community. If not, click that subscribe button. Check out the details, the merchandise, and everything we do here at Hawkeye Rides.